At night I am flooded. I struggle with bad thoughts. I'm under attack from all sides, but it gets better as soon as the sun rises. So I get up and pray till the sun rises.
そうだね。乗らないと。
into the city with a suitcase in my hand, looking for a better deal. I'm trying to find myself a plan, roaming round the streets, filling up some useless time. And if I'd seen her then and there, I would have asked her to be mine. Ooh, something to talk about. Ooh, someone to dream about. I'm going
全部の種類。
この指研ぎながら、これどのぐらいの厚さから覚えてなくて。
自分のあれでも、あ、ここになる。ここ行くの。